just headed our way.
That's right, Sydney. Thank you very much. Keeping a close eye on that for us. We really do appreciate it, especially as kids are heading back to school this morning. Now, some schools back in session across East Tennessee, with several districts going back today as well. Cott County schools will have their first day today. Clinton City, Hancock, and Monroe counties, but they're also back with an early dismissal.
Yeah, kids in our biggest district in East Tennessee, Knox County schools, they have a couple more days this summer left. They're back in class next Thursday. Now, teachers, though, they reported to school 1 week early, yesterday, the first time, preparing their classrooms for the first day of the school year. Now, the new school year does bring some changes, though. Pretty much nothing is going to be bigger than the new ban on cell phones in classrooms, tablets and smartwatches along with them. It'll be the teachers in charge of monitoring those cell phone usage, as well as taking phones away from kids. Well, new or solidified tariff rates will soon be in effect for almost everything Americans import.
Yeah, they're set to start August 7th due to an executive order from President Donald Trump. He's meeting his self-imposed deadline today. The universal base rate will remain 10% for goods from countries with which the U.S. has a trade surplus. The base will be 15% when a trade deficit is involved. The rates are set to go even higher for goods from more than 24 other trade partners. Notably, the duty on Canadian goods will be 35% for imports that are not compliant with USMCA trade agreement. Most products from Mexico are getting another 90-day pause. And this morning marks the start of day 3 of hearings into that deadly midair collision at Reagan Airport in mid-January.
67 people were killed in that crash over the Potomac River. In day 2 of the hearing, NTSB Chairwoman Jennifer Homendy suggested part of the problem was systemically allowing helicopter traffic to operate so close to commercial flights in the first place. Following the first day of hearings, she cautioned people to not simply assume pilot error. The NTSB are not expected to release their final report until 2026. Well, early voting starts next week for the city of Knoxville's primary election.
Yeah, and on the ballot this time, you'll vote for 5 open city council seats. The 2 candidates in each race that receive the most votes will move to the general election on November 4th. Early voting starts Wednesday at noon. We've got those locations and times for you inside the WVLT News app.
Millions of borrowers are about to see their student loan balances increase. The changes affects borrowers enrolled in the SAVE plan. That's an income-driven repayment plan launched in 2023 that offered lower monthly payments. Starting tomorrow, interest will be applied again. The Department of Education says borrowers will still be able to delay their monthly payments. It's also urging folks to switch into different repayment plans.
And Knox County residents can visit the Sunspere for free today. This is part of First Fridays in Knoxville. You can visit the Sunspere's observation deck at no charge. It is absolutely beautiful. You just have to show your Knox County driver's license. After today, there will be 2 more free local Sunspere days this year.
You'll be able to get up there in the big old gold ball. Well, if you're looking to find a new furry friend this weekend, it's a good time to do it. Young Williams Animal Center is holding an adoption event at the Petco in Bearden tomorrow. You can check out the adoptable pets from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Every animal adopted receives a veterinarian exam, spay or neuter surgery, age-appropriate vaccinations, plus a microchip. You don't need an appointment. You can bring your new best friend home that very same day. All right, we've been telling you, of course, about the inaugural Speedway Classic at Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend, Olivia.
That's right, and we're set to make baseball history with 85,000 plus tickets already sold for Saturday night's game between the Reds and the Braves. Now, we now know the 2 starting pitchers have Tennessee ties. Atlanta's Spencer Stride is a CAK alum. Cincy's Chase Burns started his college career at UT before transferring to Wake Forest. This is going to be a fun one for sure.
Yeah,
Riley Robinson and the sports team. Riley will be there at Bristol Motor Speedway tomorrow, though. We can look forward to seeing her
on the high banks.
And that time now is 6:55. Let's go ahead and get a check at those roads for you. If you're heading out the door this morning, I-40 at Walker Springs, those east and westbound lanes look really good right now. More cars definitely heading out the door. I-40 at Hall of Fame Drive, one of those Other morning commute hotspots closer to downtown. It's still looking good in those east and westbound lanes, and then 640 west of downtown, not seeing any issues there. Just a reminder, school is starting back. I'm going to say it all morning. Please, please, please slow down in those school zones. Watch out for some kids, especially in this fog.
Well, I have to show you all this beautiful view this morning. Take a look at this. Now that the sun is fully up, truly gorgeous start to August, and we are feeling those cooler conditions as we move on into the next couple of days. Still going to be a little bit muggy at times, but overall not too bad. Few weekend storms, but the 80s are sticking around through all of next week, which is great news for us. Today we'll see our temperatures trickle down a little bit into the mid to upper 80s, so not too bad. It will come with a few pop-up showers and storms, very isolated in nature. Most of us remain dry, but if you're headed a little bit closer towards the Tennessee, North Carolina line there, some of these storms could be a little bit on the feisty side. So keep that in mind if your travels do take you a little bit further south of our area. But overall, we are looking at a great stretch of weather for us. We go from isolated showers and storms today, temperatures in the upper 80s. And then we've got lower 80s just in time for the weekend. Few showers on Saturday, but overall, not too bad.
All right, Sydney, thank you very much. We are headed back over to the CW Knoxville this morning. We will check in with our Aaron Rodgers at one of those first day of school starts. We'll see you there. Thanks for joining us.